So, I'd like to move on to our next segment.
Yes.
Luan Luan Listen.
Woo. Yeah, boy.
Oh yeah.
Take me to church. Right?
Come on. All right. We're gonna be reactionalizing a song called "If You Have Me" by Whirring, which is a Singaporean band, a duo actually.
Yes.
And we want to thank Clarissa for recommending this song on our IG.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you're listening now and you have songs that you would love for us to reactionalize, please let us know in the DMs. Alright, so this song is called If You Have Me by Whirring.
We could fall in the backseat. Your tone and lean eyes feel like home. Use your inside voice.
I like that they're singing in unison.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a nice texture.
Yeah. Hitting different octaves.
Yeah.
Too much. Can you read my mind? The less I say, the more.
I like the kick pattern.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Unpredictable.
Yeah. I love that gliding.
That bass, right?
Yeah, gliding bass. It's really It's something that I would use in my music actually.
Yeah.
Like gliding bass. Yeah.
Is there some kind of like a cowbellish sound?
Yeah. I love the kick pattern.
Yeah.
Barely listening, falling deeper into the seats. No, I can tell if I'm whispering. Want you to know that I'm obsessed. Did I say that out loud? Did I? I know.
Interesting twist.
Yeah.
Plot twist. Just love that muted synth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't be spending all my time lost in you, but oh God, why the light hits your hair just right? I'ma let my feelings show. I can't tell how you feel, but please, if you to me, then the light hits your hair just right. I'ma let my feelings show. I can't tell how you feel, but please, if you to me, I'ma get so close.
The sound sounds almost oriental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that particular
Yeah.
sample. But harmonically it doesn't.
Yeah.
Right? Harmonically it's very Western.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
That was If You'd Have Me by Whirring.
Yeah.
Whirring. Are you worrying about anything?
No, I'm quite at peace in my mind.
Yeah, okay. Thank God for
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, great stuff.
Yeah,
Overall thoughts.
I think it captures a certain almost something that I would consider quite a trend in terms of the pop songs that I've been listening to.
Yeah.
The Gentle Bones and the like. I think it carries a certain similar vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it has a lot to do with obviously everything, the arrangement in general, but specifically the percussion instruments, the way they are arranged. It feels if I'm comparing this era's pop to maybe whatever last era's was, let's say the Britney Spears era that we grew up in. The percussions are probably sparser, or maybe the arrangements are sparser.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
It's would you say like less busy, in a way?
Maybe less busy. In terms of, it's very easy to distinguish between
I get what you
each
mean now.
sound. Yeah, it's like, okay, obviously bass is there, obviously that synth is there doing its thing, and then there's or whatever, and every snare hit, every type of snare, and every cowbell they're just distinct. They're all in different places, and I think maybe it has to do with the mix. What do you think? Like, do you think it's just the way things are being mixed, and of course maybe with technology and definitely musical creative trends that have evolved over time to now have resulted in a more, for lack of a better word, sparse arrangement.
Yeah, I think it's both. I think mix is one. The other, I think what's more prevalent is the trend of that whole lo-fi beat kind of vibe that a lot of people are producing now. And so with lo-fi beats, it's a less is more kind of thing. So you really have select few textures and layers where you mix them in a way where it's homogeneous, but yet you can also hear and pick out what's going on in the various part of the mix, right?
The entire spectrum.
Yeah, the entire spectrum.
Yeah.
So I think that's the way I would see it.
Yeah, I think it has also to do with very, very clear, in terms of the frequency spectrum, it's a very clear allocation.
Yeah.
I feel like, the lows are not muddy as, if let's say 2 or 3 instruments are occupying the same frequency the same area in the frequency spectrum, it could sound muddy, but it doesn't, because it's so clearly defined.
Yeah.
The highs are clear.
Yeah.
Like, what instruments are allocated here, what instruments occupy here, what instruments occupy there. And this spectrum, and it's not like this entire spectrum is filled all the time.
Yeah.
It's at times, let's say, like here, and here are being filled, and then the next bit here, and here are being filled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like sometimes, like in music, we think of like a fuller sound, a wall of sound is it's desirable. Not always.
Yeah.
Maybe a wall of sound where what I'm talking about is a very well filled, simultaneously filled spectrum.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of pop these days, or at least these particular examples that we've been listening to, they don't occupy the spectrum the way a wall of sound would.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think doing that is a way of building dynamics.
Yeah.
Playing around with the frequency spectrum and even the way you pan your sounds from left to right is a way, not just band dynamics, but even in a mix you can build that. You can have a distinction between a verse and a chorus. Just using that tool
method.
or that method,
that approach. Yeah.
So
I enjoyed the fact that there were, again, about distinction, quite distinct snare sounds, and a few snare sounds.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was 2 or 3, but there was one that was more like but with a bit of a delay or
right.
I can't do it. Then there was more snary, like more for lack of a better word. And I just thought the way it was utilized was really cool. It was really cool. Like, I think it was more in the verses where that sound was being utilized.
Yeah.
And then as it built up towards the end, maybe the last chorus or so, a fuller snare. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. And just you happen to know that they are a duo? Like they're literally a 2-man show.
It's the guy and a girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know if they produce everything on their own or not so sure?
I think they produce on their own, but they also got let me see. Credits, right? Let me see who.
Oh, okay.
So for this track they self-produce. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's written by both of them.
Yeah.
Produced by them, performed by them. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. Yeah, I just thought the sound was really cool. Except I think the only maybe just one thing that is just more of a preference, where I feel like I'm hearing a lot of the same approach to pop. I'm hearing it multiple times.
Right.
So this approach isn't necessarily what I describe as original or very new or fresh. Yeah. So that's just my only gripe about it.
Right.
But overall, I think it's a great sounding song. It's really well mixed. I think even the melodies are quite strong and catchy.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
it's I think it's a strong song.
Yeah,
And, I mean,
almost oriental actually. That,
Yeah.
that whole major
Yeah.
pentatonic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's under 3 minutes, which is like
Yeah.
I mean, for me as a songwriter, I find it hard to keep my songs short.
Your song sort.
My songs my song short.
Yeah.
But this one, I feel like they got to it. They achieved what they wanted to achieve in that 3 minutes. I think it was good, and
Yeah.
really
You know,
enjoyed this one.
I can't help but hear in my head an alternative arrangement where it's more like 80s, like ba ba boom 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 boom,
Right.
you know, that kind of thing.
Right.
Then ding, ding. Yeah, okay, I don't know. Or maybe I'm so influenced by our other songs that we heard before.
Headlights.
Yeah, maybe. But it does sound like that kind of arrangement could work
could work with
on
this
a song like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think for sure.
a more 80s synthy vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe it
just
could
an
be a
alternative.
remix.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe we should do an electronic alt rock version.
Yeah. Persona version.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Great.
Yeah. So
That's all we have for you for Luan Luan Listens today. Be sure to follow us on our socials at Luan Luan Lai.sg.